Alyse. Sometimes I go by Hanyu. Depends on the day of the week. Hello. We're talking about tattoos. So, yeah. So, tattoo-wise, I have only 3 tattoos. I have plans to get more, but as everyone who has tattoos knows, saving up money for such things is not always how it works.
Yeah.
So, I have a tattoo up on my outer thigh that I got most recently. It's 2. One is a little skull and the other is a paw for Friday the 13th. It's just a random paw. It could be a wolf's paw, a bear paw. Not for me, I guess I would probably say more closely related to a wolf's paw since I really glide with wolves. In several states, some of the tattoo artists have specials that deal with the Friday the 13th to kind of let it not be, everyone has their thoughts that the number 13 is a very bad number and, connected to bad luck and such. So some tattoo artists decide to try to use kind of superstition against some people by saying if you get the number 13 on you on Friday the 13th, it negates the bad energy and makes it positive. But actually, weirdly enough, 13 has always been one of my favorite numbers, so it's just, I've always wanted a Friday the 13th tattoo, but I've never been off on a Friday the 13th. So it was my first time getting a chance to be off. And I don't like needles. So it's been, my first one, which is the next one I'm going to show you, tattoo, I got when I was in my 30s. So it took me a while to get my first tattoo because I was scared of the needles. So my first tattoo is an Ambient Gram that I had from a poster. So one way it says life, the other way says death, and the words around it says, life asked, why do people love me but hate you? Death responded, because you are a beautiful lie and I'm a painful truth. Yeah, I have this thing with yin yangs and the balance of life and everything, so I'm hoping to get another. So I encompassed it in 2 different colors with asked and responded in a red and blue, and then it changes with it going from death is in red and life in blue, and it intersects in the middle kind of unevenly, just like it would with the yin yang. So the words encompass it in a circle. Well, if I can get the money and find an artist, I kind of want a watercolor. I have this idea to do one of my favorite flowers is, well, I'm choosing between a daffodil or a tulip. I'm more leaning towards a daffodil flower to do and have a ladybug on it. But I'm also doing, it's gonna encompass with the ladybug as the top of a semicolon and one of the leaves of the daffodil kind of turning black or red in this case to symbolize the semicolon on the flower, which is pretty much a stand that, for those who don't understand the semicolon thing, is that you thought about possibly committing suicide but didn't follow through. You kept life going, and that it was just a pause in thought but not an end. That's gonna be on my left arm. So that's where that tattoo is going to go. It's on my left upper arm almost exactly how my other one went.
And I noticed that most, like, all your tattoos are within the shirt line. Do you have, like, is that, like, intentional or anything like that?
It's not necessarily intentional. It just happened to happen like that. I have nothing against having more tattoos or getting a sleeve tattoo per se. In my life, I don't have anything against that. I mean, maybe further down the line, I might get a tattoo like that. But at the moment, it's just one piece at a time, trying to figure out what I want here and there. I know if I get another Friday the 13th, I'm gonna put it next to the other Friday the 13th and kind of make a makeshift garter belt with the Friday the 13th around my thigh. I think my biggest thing is that I've come to realize is I don't want to quote unquote brand myself by putting someone's name on me, especially if it's like a significant other, because sometimes those relationships don't last and then you have their name on you forever. The only other name I would probably put on me is if my parents passed away, because I love both of my parents. So I already know where that tattoo is going to be, which is going to be over my heart, but that's probably not going to happen for a very, very long time. Advice?
Yes.
I mean, some people, like, my first tattoo had meaning behind it, obviously, as you can see. It was a whole thing that I slowly was fond of, and I was too scared to get it for a long time. But I think my advice would be, if you want to do it, then do it. You don't need someone to tell you. It doesn't necessarily have to have meaning to anyone else but you, because you're the one that's going to see it the whole time. So if you want one and you know and have an idea, a thought, even if it's just your favorite animal that you want somewhere on your body, just, you can do whatever you want with it. Go get it. But if you don't want one, don't have people force you to get something you don't want.